Hi everyone, hope everybody is doing great. Thank you once again for tuning in back to my channel. We are back with another episode. The subject here is about failure. In my years of experience and practice, both as a life coach and astrologer, what I found is that there are two categories for failures. Number one is the general type, where they feel that they are a failure because they have not done anything significant, or at least from their point of view. They feel that they could have been in a better position right now. This is just not about job, but about their desires and what they really want. Okay, they feel that they're living a mediocre life. That's the first type. The second type, they know what they're supposed to be doing, but they keep failing in that every attempt. Okay, I'm going to give you some examples and how you can look if you're going through this situation, how to look at your charts and to fix it, and hopefully it will change in your perspectives and in your path towards success. Okay, so let's tackle the first one. Some people come to me and they say, Prakash, I just don't feel, I'm okay, I have a job, a family and all that, insurance policies and mortgages and whatnot, that's okay. But I feel that I could do better, right? I just don't know what that is. So I feel sometimes like I'm a failure. Now, this is this is a common theme that I have. The problem here is that they have a problem with the fifth house. The fifth house is the house of larger than life. Okay, something which is greater than you, something which is bigger than you, something which is more profound than what you already have, right? Which is why it's called as the Putra Bhava, house of progeny or children. Of course, having a child is a big deal, right? It is not an easy thing to raise a child. You need to have a lot of patience, you need to be unconditional, you need to have your sacrifice, and all that is happening there. Okay, and it's also true that it shows you your ability to connect to this world and to live, to come out from your comfort zone and to explore the vast beauty of this world and to truly enjoy life. Okay, that's why the fifth house is. It's a dharmic house, which means there's no ego or any of those selfish needs. It's about unconditional. It's about you and how you want to be in this world. Okay, you want to have just a simple life, or the fulfillment or the true happiness comes when you have done things, right? You have seen the world, you have explored, you have tasted, you have seen the different colors of life, and all that is the fifth house. So for the first case, if you find yourself in a mediocre life, just a simple thing, probably you might have money, that's a different thing. I'm just saying that you're not excited about life and you consider that as a failure. And so what you need to do is to first of all understand what is that you're supposed to be accomplishing. What do you need to do? That is the first thing. You need to establish that one first. Okay, to do that, you need to look at the fifth house. If you have a Saturn there, now that's an indication that you will have a mediocre life, somewhat of a non-exciting life. Or you have the fifth in, you have Saturn in the fifth, and in the Charlie chart, you have Saturn in the sixth. Okay, that means the results, the Bhava Charlie chart shows the results of the house. Okay, now if that's in the sixth, then that also another reason. Now if you have a Venus somewhat in a debilitated state, or you have Saturn in the first or in the 12th. Okay, so these are the things that you need to look for. Okay, that would again show you, if you have fixed those, right, then it'll show you, okay, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Now that part, once you have fixed all these problems, the thing that you're supposed to be doing comes from the nakshatras. The nakshatras are the one that reveals what is that thing that is larger than life, what is that thing that excites you, the fifth house. Okay, and it's nakshatra. That is first team, that is people who are generally saying that they are, considered quote unquote failure because they have not done anything or rather significant from their perspective. The second type is these people who really know what they're supposed to be doing. They understand this is what my desires are. I need to get this done. I need to accomplish that. I need to go there. I need to see that. I need to be with this person. They have those desires. They have those ideas on what they're supposed to be doing. So that's fine. But they still fail. This is where the framework comes. Okay, over the years in my practices, I found that these stages or the components in the framework actually gives us guidance, and I've helped many people out there with this framework, and I sincerely hope that this will be helpful for you. Okay, so first is to identify what you really want. Okay, next is to plan it out. Planning, this is where Mercury comes in. You need to check where is your Mercury position in what situation, whether it's together with the sun. Normally it's together with the sun. If it's too close, then it's combustion or astangata. You need to look at all that things and see, do you have a problem in Mercury in general? If you have, then plannings will not be there. So yeah, this is what you want, this is why you're failing, right? Say for example, you've been taking your PhD papers and you just can't pass. Okay, every time you just fail, right? The reason being is that yes, you know what you want. That is the end point to gain a doctoral position, right? But there's no particularly a strategy for it. So Mercury needs to be checked. Now, once you're done with that, you know what you want and you have the strategy. Next is the one which is very rarely seen, perhaps even rarely prescribed by astrologers, but I do this to all my clients. This is where it comes, your sacrifice. You need to sit to yourself, you need to confront yourself and say, what do you need to do? Right? What are the things that you're willing to sacrifice, your time, your money, your life, whatever that is for you to sacrifice in order for you to be successful, in order for you to get what you want, right? That is something that you need to go inwards. Well, you may know that this is the realm of Ketu. Look at the positions of Ketu and see what's going on there, all right? Now, once the sacrifice is done, now you are ready to take the action. Of course, taking the action is both Mars and Saturn. Okay, they are the Karaka for it, but mainly Mars. Okay, Mangal needs to be assessed, analyzed, and understood where Mangal is and what is its situation, what is its state, right? That needs to be corrected. This is where you'll actually make the, you'll walk the talk. You will take the action, right? Many people plan it out exactly. This is what they're supposed to be doing right to the dot. However, there isn't any execution in that. Now, failure in that is also you will lead to disappointment because you will not do it. You won't even try. And in my experience, I've noticed that part of that framework, right, the trying one, is one of the key components too. Okay, of all that stages. Okay, say you've done that. Okay, you have tried. You have taken the first step for you to do it. Okay, you know. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me do it. The next and the last step is where comes Mercury and Saturn together, right? Before this, the attempt was only pretty much Mars, but coming now is Mars and Saturn. Mars and Saturn is the persistence, is the tenacity, is the grit. For you to hold on, for you to endure whatever problems that may come. You just don't do once and you quit. No, you're persistent, you're determined to get the things done. This is where Mars and Saturn come. So as you can see, there are several stages. If you perform all that, there is no reason you will fail. Absolutely no reason you'll fail. It is fail-proof, basically. All right. So remember this framework. I'm going to repeat the framework again. Number one, you must know what you really want to begin with. Number two is that you must have the planning stages, the strategies and all that. That needs to be done. The third is, are you willing to sacrifice, whatever that you have? The greater the pain, the greater the success. Okay, are you willing to do that or not? You need to confront yourself. You need to talk to yourself. Okay. The fourth would be the actual process of doing it. You're actually doing it, right? And the fifth and the last is persistence, grit, tenacity to endure whatever the may comes and not to give up. That's the last part. Okay, so collectively this framework will guarantee you success. It has helped my clients over the years. I don't see why it won't help you. So I hope this video will be beneficial for you. And if you like to know, or if you like to have your own charts read by myself, connect with me through WhatsApp. We can talk over there. And yeah, if there's any questions, you can also post it in the comment section. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.